Hey guys, Estelle back here. I am bringing you some domination commentary on Calhoun. And I have played, probably a good 4 or 5 hours of this map pack, and I played a lot of matches, domination, TDM, that kind of thing, and definitely all the maps. So I think I can now start to form my opinion overall about this map pack. Now, when I'm a special ed major here in college, and the way they are teaching us to, when we conduct our special ed meetings, when we meet with the student and the teacher and talk about how Johnny is doing, we always start the meeting out with positive. The student's strengths, what we like about the child, that kind of thing. Just to start off the meeting in a positive light before we get to any of the things that we need to work on. I am going to do the same with this commentary. I like, obviously, the biggest number one thing about this map pack. It adds 4 more new maps to our repertoire of more maps to play in multiplayer. Don't quote me on this, but I think it is 18 maps now we have to play with, and more the merrier in my sense. So keep pumping them out. They're gonna, in that regard. And I love more and more maps. That's what makes a good multiplayer first-person shooter, above the smoothness of the game and things like that. I think one of the number one things that spells success for a first-person shooter multiplayer game is the maps. How many maps are you offering us to play in one game type? Killzone has failed in that regard because you only get five maps in their version of TDM. And some of the maps that are offered, you never play them unless you're playing like Warzone or something like that. But Call of Duty has done that right and let us play all the maps in all game types. So kudos to them, and then kudos for them to keep producing more maps. I liked how they're trying to be innovative with new map design. Multiple levels, you're on rooftops, that kind of thing. Zip line, the destructible bridge, those types of things. I thought that was pretty cool. I like the intricate detail that they're showing in all of these map packs, the wires, the little consoles, and that's kind of cool. I appreciate that, and it's kind of neat to see that the graphics and things like that have improved over, only 2 games ago, which is just a couple of years ago. I thought that was pretty neat, and that's where the positives start. Or stop, I should say. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that this map pack is everything that I thought it was going to be, and everything that I feared it was going to be. These things just don't do anything for me. They're not bringing anything new to me. Yeah, you can say the zip line's new and the destructible bridge is new, but come on. You'll see me use the zip line in this because I have never used it before, and I wanted to use it, so I used it just to say I did it. And that was the only time that I ever saw anybody use the zip line. Honestly, I think I've played this map last night, 6 to 10 times, and I was the only one that ever used it, at least that I saw. The destructible bridge, I don't get it, and I think once you blow it up, you can jump across the damn thing anyway. So what's the point? I guess. Whatever. I understand what they were trying to do, but they could have done a hell of a lot better job than they did. Now, Woody put up a video about this a while back, and he said with new graphics, new engines, higher power engines, better graphics, it seems like developers want to show off that. And so they build more elaborate, bigger, more complex maps. That usually he says that usually turns into more camping spots, more camp promoted maps, and this map pack has done that. Especially in this map, we all know that it has multiple different levels, multiple different areas to in and out, shelters to go in and out from, and multiple ways to get to the same location. Say the B point. There's 5 different ways to get to B. If it's tough, and that just promotes and just breeds camping to an overabundance degree where it's just more frustrating than anything else. because everybody's using Ghost. Now maybe this isn't more of I should wait a little bit here on this, a premature thought, because this game, this map pack has only been out for 1 day, and maybe I can only hope on this, that in about a week and a half, when people have really learned these maps and know the areas of these maps and inside and out, that they'll spread out and move around the map a lot more than they are right now. So if that's the case, then I can deal with it. I can be okay with it, knowing that in a few weeks or week and a half, things will change. I don't know if it's going to do that, though. Call of Duty has not, people playing Call of Duty has not trended towards that. Camping exists. I think it has existed in more than ever. In this game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, both Modern Warfares, I don't remember being this campy. Now that could be due with the graphics, that could be due with the engine, that could just be with the way that the game has been designed. I don't know, and that's what I don't understand about developers today, especially Treyarch and I think it was Raven that did this one. And if this isn't any occasion, because I think Raven is doing the multiplayer for the new game next year, that this is what Modern Warfare 3 is going to be like, I'm worried. Legitimately worried that it's just going to be a huge camp fest. They're going to show off the new, bigger and better graphics, which is awesome, great, and they're not going to take into account and be wary of the fact that that's just a breeding ground for camping places, especially with perks like Ghost. Now, I'm not saying get rid of Ghost. I'm not saying get rid of anything that's already in the game. But let's adjust ourselves a little bit here. Let's listen to the community, because they are listening to the community, and follow through with making some maps that have less corners, have less nooks and crannies for people to hide in, and do not promote camping, or come up with a new system where camping hinders you. Take just as an extreme off my head. You're sitting in one location for longer than 15 seconds, let's say. You show up on the mini-map. You will continue to show up on the mini-map until you move, and it will take 30 seconds for your dot to dissolve away if you're not shooting, or something along those lines. I don't know. Or if you sit in camp too long and you're getting kills, that doesn't build towards your kill streak, or something like that. Why have they not yet adopted some sort of mechanism like that to diminish camping, to promote more movement, more player interaction and close-knit quarters fighting and movement? I just doesn't compute with me, I suppose. So that's my rant about the camping of this thing. Color-wise, yes, they've improved it, but again, they haven't done anything for me. They're still dreary. I was surprised how Stadium looks. I think that looks great. I love how Discovery looks. I think that looks good. But compared to any of the Modern Warfare 2 maps, and I know guys maybe not like me to do that, but that's my basis that I'm going off of. They don't even come close. Don't even come close. I know there's 2 different engines and there's 2 different developers, but something's got to give. That's part of playing. Part of playing is definitely the game to play, the game type, what you're doing, and everything like that. But also too, a big part of it is the way how maps look and how appealing they are. None of these maps make me want to play them over and over again. There's no one map that I can think of that I'm like, I love playing that map and I want to continue to play that map over and over and over and over again. I can tell you one map that I do not want to play over and over again, and I wish they would actually take the map out, which is Array. But we all know the things with Array, and I'm not a sniper, and if you're not a sniper or a long-range shooter, you're going to just be frustrated with maps like that. Now I'll give Raven Treyarch the benefit of the doubt, and they didn't make any of those maps. They knew that was a bad idea, so I'm glad that they did that. Alright guys, this is enough of this rant. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys later. Take care.